welcome back. How's your new year going? You off to a good start? I'm back to work now. Yeah, it's alright. It's been nice to see the boys again, but God, I did enjoy having that time off over Christmas. It was marvellous. Anyway, you ain't here for all that. Today, I'm going to do a vinyl first play of Relics by Pink Floyd. Got this at Christmas off my daughter. Part of the Pink Floyd collection. Pink Floyd Recordings, obviously that's the label it's on now. So should we have a little look inside? Yeah, it's been wiping me out going back to work, and we ain't even really working that hard at the minute. Here we go, nice and easy. Oh, well, near enough. That's got a nice feel to it. This cover, really nice. Right, before I do my normal throw the cellophane, I'm going to just try and get this hype sticker off, because my Pink Floyd ones have got them on. Oh look, coming off like a beaut. So I kind of like them, and it kind of, oh, I've just torn it a little bit. Damn you, Stripey. Sorry about this, guys. I will stop talking and speed this bit up. I'm going to put right there. I know it seems soppy, but the others have got it on. Right, let's have a look at this. Oh, that does feel lovely. I don't know if you can really see that or appreciate it. It's got a really nice texture to it. Really nice. Right, so let's have a look at the songs. Right, so we've got obviously side 1, Arnold Layne, Interstellar Overdrive, See Emily Play, Remember a Day, Paintbox. Side 2, Julia Dream, Careful with the Axe, Eugene, Cirrus Minor, The Noel Song, Biding My Time, and Bike. Artwork by Nick Mason. And it's got the little, it's in stereo, but on there you've got the original mono recordings, and that applies to Arnold Layne and See Emily Play. Should we have a little look at the vinyl? Very, very nice. Anti-static, 180 gram. Oh, guys. That is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Look at that. Whoa. On the Pink Floyd label. Oh, it does look nice, doesn't it? It does look nice. Right, what do we know about Relics? Right, Relics, or subtitled A Bizarre Collection of Antiques and Curios, was released in May 1971, and it's Pink Floyd's second compilation album, the first being Masters of Rock, which was released the year before. Relics was like originally a sort of stopgap album between Pink Floyd's first #1, Heart Mother, and the yet to be released Medal. I think the story goes something like they had so much success with Heart Mother, and touring became a little bit more. They was doing a lot more tours, and they hadn't even written anything for the album Medal yet. and EMI was hungry to just keep the fans happy, so Relics was put out. And it was originally on Starline Records as a budget-priced album. So a nice little tease for the fans. Yeah, Relics was most noted for its inclusion of Syd Barrett's hit singles Arnold Layne and See Emily Play. Due to the lack of stereo masters, both was reprocessed in duophonic stereo for the album's release. But this album obviously reverts back to the original mono. Also, it's not a definitive collection of hits prior, because singles like Apples and Oranges, It Would Be So Nice and Point Me at the Sky was not on here, so they were left off. And also Candy and the Currant Bun. I really like that song. But that was rectified later with the early singles that came with the Shine On box set in 1992. The album cover was designed by Nick Mason and was inspired by his time at the Regent Street Polytechnic. The American version of Relics had a four-eyed face on the cover. And also, I'm not too sure, but this is my CD of Relics, and this has like a load of timepieces, old coins and stuff on there. So, yeah, not really sure about that, but yeah. So, should we get on now? Let's do this.
Arnold Layne.
Sounded fantastic. It actually sounded fantastic. And I'm not surprised. I mean, it was remastered from the original analogue tapes by James Guthrie, Joe Plante, and Bernie Grundman. Right, let's go through it. Right, the mono version of Arnold Layne sounded great. Sounded really big. Produced by Joe Boyd. It says on here the 27th of February 1967. But on my notes it had recorded January the 27th, 1967. Arnold Layne was their debut single, and it's the tale of a transvestite, knicker thief really, underwear thief. It reached number 20 in the UK singles chart, released on March 11th that same year, 1967. I really like Arnold Layne. I suppose back then it'd be quite risque, wouldn't it, to do a song about a transvestite knicker thief. And it did sound good. Really enjoyed that. Right, next up, track 2, Interstellar Overdrive. Whoa, we love this, obviously. This instrumental was written in 1966, and it listed on their debut album, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, released in 1967, clocking at almost 10 minutes long. Interstellar Overdrive was one of the very first psychedelic instrumental improvisations recorded by a rock band, because they did, there's various versions of this. An earlier, longer recording of the song can be heard on the soundtrack of the film Tonight Let's Make Love in London, which was recorded at Sound Technique Studios. The song originated when Syd Barrett heard the band's manager, Peter Jenner, humming a song. Bloody brilliant. What a trip out. That one always, it's simple really, just scaling down, boom, 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 but it goes off. It's terrific, proper trip out. Love to have been in one of the UFO clubs when Pink Floyd dropped back then. That would have been just outrageous. Track 3, See Emily Play. Now, I told you that I named my daughter after that. Their second single, released in June 1967. The song was reportedly about a girl named Emily, who Barrett claimed to have seen while after he woke up from a sleep after an LSD trip. The American version of Piper at the Gates of Dawn actually has this on there, but the UK doesn't. I mean, See Emily Plays appeared on a number of Pink Floyd compilations, including this, Relics, 1971, Works, 1983, Echoes, the best of Pink Floyd, 2001, the Piper at the Gates of Dawn 40th Anniversary Edition, 2007, the best of Pink Floyd, A Foot in the Door, 2011, and the early years, 1965 to 1972, released in 2016. The song is also included on the Syd Barrett retrospective and introduction to Syd Barrett in 2010. I named my daughter, like I said. I need to say no more. It rocks. And I think it sounds fantastic in mono. And this is the first time I have Arnold Layne and CM Lee play on vinyl. Because obviously they're not on Piper at the Gates of Dawn. That's followed by Remember a Day. Remember a Day was sung and written by Rick Wright. I love Rick Wright's voice in this. He's just got such a dreamy way of singing. Very, very nice. And that's taken from the albums A Saucer Full of Secrets. Apparently, Nick Mason, their drummer, got really agitated and couldn't come up with the right drum part on this. And producer Norman Smith, however, knew exactly what he wanted with the drums. So he played the part himself. And then side one closes with track 5, Paintbox, another written and sung by Richard Wright. It was first released in 1967 as the B-side to the single Apples and Oranges. Musical features of the song include its long drum fills by Nick Mason and a piano solo by Wright, which is panned around in stereo spectrum. Also, Wright double-tracked the piano in addition to an acoustic piano. I like that one. Another one produced by Norman Smith. He did good, didn't he? So now we're on to side 2. And it opens up with Julia Dream. Lovely, I love it. Julia Dream was the B-side to the single It Would Be So Nice. And it was the first song to be recorded by the band with Dave Gilmour as the singer. The song's lyrics refer to Eiderdown, which is also mentioned in other Pink Floyd songs like Flaming from Piper at the Gates of Dawn and A Pillow of Winds from Medal, which hadn't been made yet. Track 2, Careful with the Axe Eugene. Oh, bloody marvellous. And that was the B-side to a non-album single, Point Me at the Sky. Point me at the sky. Stop it, Stripey, you've got to get through this. But Careful with the Axe became a bit of a fan favourite in the late 60s, and it was played often at the band's shows. The song made an appearance in the live part of the double Floyd album Amagama, 1969. Yeah, bloody marvellous. Next up, track 3, Cirrus Minor, the opening track from the soundtrack More by Pink Floyd. It was written by Roger Waters, Dave Gilmour on vocals and guitar, and Rick Wright playing the organ. The song features no drums, which creates a rather unusual feeling. Cirrus Minor is a very surreal atmosphere and one of the best examples why Richard Wright is so crucial to the band's early sound. You can hear birds chirping in it. Very chilled out song, and it's a little like Grantchester Meadows from Amagama, you know, birds going. It's very relaxed, lovely. So yeah, really enjoyed the Cirrus Minor. Track 4, the Nile Song, and this is a rocker of a song, and the second song and a single from the album More. The song style has been described as heavy metal or hard rock. It is quite rocky. Next up, track 5, Biding My Time. I love this, and this is the only way you can get this on vinyl. A proper copy of Biding My Time. It's on this is the only album, as far as I'm aware, that song's on. It used to be called Afternoon as part of a liver experiment program on the album The Man and the Journey. A studio version was then released, the only previously unreleased track on Relics, like I just said. Biding My Time is a simple blues song. an oddity that Richard Wright playing trombone on this one. I did not know that. The song is about a guy spending time with a woman he loves, and he was forgetting the bad days when they were working from 9 to 5. Lovely. It's worth having just for that. And then finally, Bike. Syd Barrett's Bike. The last track, obviously, on Piper at the Gates of Dawn. And it was written about Barrett's then girlfriend, Jenny Spires. It's about a boy who tries to attract a special female with his bike. Well, he borrowed it. That he finds she fits into his world. The song also appears on another compilation, Echoes, and it serves as the closing track on Relics, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, and that. So, well, how'd you follow Bike? bloody marvellous. Really, really pleased with that, guys. Didn't do a great job on that white sticker, though, a bit creased. But it's on there. It's on there. Thank you very much, Lily. I loved that. Sounded really good. Ooh, nice. So, what Floyd album do I get next? I'm thinking it's got to be either Atom Heart Mother or Medal. Or both. Still January. Easy Stripey. Right. That's it for today then, guys, really. I hope you enjoyed this ramble. Please give it a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, please do. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend, guys. I'll be back with another ramble real soon. Bye now.
In a churchyard by a river,